There's something about gardening that changes you. Maybe it's the way time slows down, or how your hands in the dirt remind you that you're part of something older, steadier, and more patient than whatever season of life you're in. This garden didn't just grow flowers, it held me. I had never grown a whole garden by myself before, and when I started in early June, I didn't really know what I was doing. I followed the back of the seed packets, listened to bits of advice from my parents, planted things with more hope than confidence. I didn't know which seeds would take or which ones wouldn't. I didn't know how much work it truly would be, but I planted them anyway. We're gonna put all the flowers over here, and the herbs, and all the veggies over here. Benny's excited. I started with a garden plot that had been sitting untouched for years, needing a lot of tilling, raking, and care before anything could grow there again. And thanks to my dad, I got help with that. At first, it didn't look like much. Just rows of dirt, maybe some tiny green sprouts, and a lot of waiting.
Benny, come!
Planting each seed one by one felt almost like an act of faith in itself. You place something so small into the ground, not knowing if it will grow, but trusting that with time and care, something will come out of it.
These 2 rows are complete with sunflowers and zinnias.
I spent a lot of hours out here weeding, bent over in the sun and knees in the dirt, pulling things out that didn't belong so the right things could. And it made me think about how when we take out the weeds in our life, the flowers can actually start to bloom too.
Benny, what do you think? What do you think of all this garden stuff?
And some more. So those are the biggest ones so far, and it makes me so excited. Over here, these are some more cosmos, so that's kind of exciting. They came in really well. I got 3 more rows of carrots planted, peppers, celery, and fennel.
The garden's coming along.
Somewhere along the way, the garden became my safe place. The place I went when I needed quiet, when my thoughts felt loud, when I didn't need answers, just something steady to tend to. There's something healing about doing work that asks nothing from you except to show up. There is no perfection, no rushing anything, but just my presence. My feet in the dirt, the sun warm on my back, Benny running around, hours passing without me noticing. And then slowly, things started to bloom. And not everything did. Some seeds never came up. Some plants struggled. But even when just one flower bloomed, it felt like a victory. It reminded me that growth doesn't have to be loud to be meaningful. Looking back on this year, my garden sits right at the top of my list of things I'm most grateful for. But not because it was perfect, but because it was honest. It asked for work, patience, water, and trust. I had everything planted, mulch around the trees. The garden was looking beautiful. But I felt there was something still missing in this space. Mother Mary. I wanted a statue of Mary in the garden because I thought about how she cared for Jesus with a quiet devotion, tenderness, and trust. She nurtured what was fragile and small. And that was a love that I wanted to mirror in this space. She could watch over the garden while I was gone, and this space could also be a place of prayer. It was a reminder that growth, beauty, and creation are never ours alone. I felt that this beauty had to be shared and celebrated. So, I decided to celebrate it with a party. A garden party, one may say. Because how could I not?
The party is tomorrow. The garden is looking somewhat bloomed, and the flowers are here. Sort of.
Sharing the space with others felt so special. People walking through something that had once just been mine, laughing, talking, surrounded by blooms that had started as tiny seeds. It truly meant so much to me to welcome my closest friends and family into this space.
Corin's Garden Party!
And after the party was over, something shifted in the garden for me, where I truly just enjoyed the fruits of the garden, and it didn't need as much care. It was blooming on its own. Going out every day, cutting flowers, and just letting myself be in awe of how beautiful God's creation is. What was once a tiny seed became so much more after work and water and sweat and time. This garden taught me that healing doesn't usually happen all at once, but it happens very quietly, in small moments, through showing up again and again.
I love those. These cosmos are starting to bloom. Finally, August 28th.
And now, as the year comes to a close, it's like when the garden does too. Flowers fade, stems dry out, and it's all just dirt again. It looks like an ending, but I know better now. Because nothing here was wasted. Everything that grew will become the foundation for what comes next. And maybe that's the greatest thing this garden gave me. The reminder that endings aren't something to fear. They're just the beginning of something else. And both can be beautiful. Until next summer.